Hello everyone, welcome to the video series of NAT in Palo Alto Firewall. In last two videos we saw how to set up a lab. We did few examples related to source NAT. Then we moved from source NAT to destination NAT with port forwarding, and then we did a lab. Then after removing routes from R1 and R2, we did a NAT source and destination basically in a single flow. Now in this video we will be implementing two tasks 5 and 6 which is related to U-turn NAT. So in case of task 5 we will be initiating a traffic from LAN PC which is 136.125.125, and then we should be able to access a router 136.1.125.115 via a public IP address which is 203.115.100.105 IP address. So let me show you that in a topology. So this is U-turn 2 leg. So we will initiate traffic from LAN machine. We will actually initiate a traffic towards public IP address in untrust zone, and then we'll come back to this router. So let's see how to implement this on Palo Alto Firewall. Go to Firewall, click on NAT and add a policy. Name this policy as U-turn 2 leg. So from which zone this traffic will be initiated? LAN. Destination zone would be in this case as internet, because the destination IP address will be 203.115.100.105. The destination zone as internet. Source address, my test machine 136.125.125/20/32. Sorry, here. Okay. Destination address 203.115.100 and 105. Go to translated packet. Destination should be translated with 136.1.125 and then 115. Let me verify the router IP address. Router is 115. Yes, that's right. And then because it is a two leg U-turn, we need to do a source NAT as well. Because if we will not do a source NAT, this router will directly respond back to the LAN machine, which is the problem here. So we will do a source NAT so that router will again send the traffic back to the firewall, and then firewall will forward traffic back to the LAN machine. So let me do a source NAT as well. I need to see on which interface this 125 subnet is configured. So might be 1/2. Yes, it is 1/2. 136.1.125.106 is the interface IP address through which this traffic will be NATed. So click on OK. And let's read the rule again: from LAN to internet, from test machine to public IP address. I hope there is no conflict. We need to move this rule up because LAN to internet any and then subnet is also this IP address just fall in this subnet, and destination address is any because that rule was being created for internet. Let's move the rule at the top. So NAT rule looks good. Go to security policy, click on add, name the policy as U-turn 2 leg. Source is LAN. Source address is 136.125.125/32. Destination traffic will come back to again LAN, and the destination IP address still would be 203.115.100.105. application, any service, okay, action allow, no logging, click on OK. So from test machine, if I do a telnet on 203, 115, 100, 105, that should come back to router R1. So do a commit. That's my test machine. Let's wait for a telnet policy to be pushed, and then telnet 203, 115, 100, 105. So yes, 105. So this should respond back with R1 prompt. So almost done. We can test now. That's right. So we could see authentication prompt from R1. If you do show interface, IP address is 136.125.115. So that means our NAT rule worked perfectly fine. So let's see that in session table. Show session all, and we did a telnet. So this is the session table entry: 136.125.125, destination public IP address, LAN to LAN, protocol 6, source IP modified with 125.106, source port being modified from 1116 to 49327, and then destination IP address translation from a public IP address to 136.125.115. Good. Let's see how does that work in U-turn 3 leg. Let me show you. So next lab here says this is for U-turn 3 leg. Configure NAT so that traffic from same machine to same public IP address. Now connection should go to 136.126.120 router. That's R2. I feel on R2's telnet is not enabled, I think. Let me quickly verify that. So netstat minus a and grep 23. So TCP6 show configuration. Let's see if we have a telnet. Telnet seems to be enabled. Okay. Let me first verify by doing a telnet 192.168.70.120 and do a telnet. That works fine. Good. Go to firewall and I'll modify existing policy instead of creating a new one, because that's a similar lag. The only difference is it is 3 lag instead of 2 lag. So U-turn 2 lag, original will go from LAN to internet, source IP, destination IP would remain same. Source NAT here is not required. Let's do it none. Then translated address in this case would be 126.120. Perfect. Then security policy. I don't see if any change is required. No, yes, so zone information has to be modified. It will go from LAN. Now new lookup will be for DMZ, so no LAN, it should be DMZ. Sorry, it should be DMZ zone. IP would remain same, which is 203.115.100.105. Application and all good. So let's verify NAT again. LAN to internet. I should see no, there is no issue now. So click on commit. We did remove one route from R2. Let me add that. So netstat minus rn. No routings. Route would be required because we have removed source NAT in this lab. So set protocols. Set protocol static route 0.0.0/0 next hop 136.126.106. It's taking a bit time. So let me see, give me a second. So there was an issue with some connectivity. Let me log into the router again. Go to configuration mode and then add a route. Set protocol static route 0.0.0.0/0, and then next hop would be 136.1.126.106. Awesome. Commit. I think we did push changes to firewall. Yes, go to test machine. Let me exit. We should see our connection now goes to R2 because we are using U-turn 3 leg. Let me log in and verify. Show interface. We are on R2. So you can verify same in session table 2. Let me re-log in that. Show session all. We did a telnet, so that's the log entry. Source remains same because there is no source NAT. That was the reason we added a route, and then now destination being translated to the R2. So that's all for this video. I want you guys to replicate all the labs from 1 to 7. So I'll leave 7 to you guys because that's the straight static NAT example and very easy to implement. Thank you very much for watching this video series. I hope you are enjoying this video series from Troika system. Thank you very much, guys.